Okay, so Sonny is the one that discovers that Willow is sick before Nina. I thought it was gonna be Nina. I thought Nina was gonna be the one to discover it. Hey y'all, welcome back to another review. This for General Hospital, January 9th, 2023. Okay, so on today's episode, Sonny sees Willow's paperwork on Nina's table. If you don't know, um, Nina had went got Brit paperwork and all that and put it in a box and brought it there so that Lisa wouldn't have to. And the paper they showed on what's today? Monday, Friday. They ended the episode and they showed Willow paperwork and everything. So I was like, oh, Nina finna find out that Willow's sick and everything. But nah, they made it so Sonny came in there, seen the paperwork. He must seen her name on there or something. He had to have seen her name, so he picked it up. And he looking at it. I said, well, he know now, and Nina definitely finna know too, cause he ain't gonna keep nothing for her. So I want to know if Nina got the opportunity to read it as well. I feel like she would have talked to Ava about it though if she did. Cause I was wondering, I was like, did she see it? Because she was looking like she saw something when Ava walked in. But I was like, okay, she probably would have told Ava or Ava, because didn't Ava know that Willow was sick too? Because I think they had a whole little interaction at GH or whatever. So I'm like, okay, maybe she knew too. Maybe, or she had an idea. And then the whole situation with Willow fainting at the pool, but then they found out that she was pregnant. I was like, so everybody gonna put two and two together just like Drew did, because Drew put two and two together. He started to have flashbacks of everything in regards to Willow, and then he compared it to Oscar was sick with cancer and everything. So I'm wondering how would Sonny react, but more importantly, how would Nina react, especially before she finds out that Willow is her daughter. I just thought about something. How would everyone react when they not only find out that Nina is Willow's mother, but that Neil and Willow are actually twins? I say are instead of were because I don't recall them showing Neil's body. And even if they did show her body, y'all know how the soap world work. They could show your body and everybody think you gone, but then by next year they start having giving little hints that the person's still alive, or they come with a whole new face, be like, oh, they just got a new face, they got this happened, so they had to get a new face and everything, because they don't say Jason was gone how many times and he always come back. So I was like, yeah. And I was like, this would actually be the perfect time for Neil to come back, to find out that her sister, someone she already doesn't like, is raising her son and that they twins. I was like, no. I was like, no. That she gonna come out of hiding then if she is hiding, because you know how they go. If you didn't know, spoilers say everything comes out in the open this week. Check out my spoilers video that I uploaded today if you haven't seen it. But yeah, spoilers say everything come out. That Nina is Willow's mother, that Willow is sick, that Carly was involved. Well, not involved. Well, yeah, that she knew about it and everything, and her and Drew supposed to have a conversation about it. What else? Willow and Michael go to GH in good spirits, only to be informed that Willow's tests weren't good and the donor didn't get approved by the doctor to, do the transplant thing. And I said, figures, they had to create some type of opening. They had to create some type of opening for Nina to have to play a part. Now, what if Nina don't match? What then? What they gonna do then? But Sonny goes with Spencer to get his things, and Victor doesn't like it. He tries to get Sonny to help smooth things out with Nicholas and everything by bringing up Michael, and Sonny threatened him to my, you don't speak on my family and all this other stuff. Speaking of Michael, Willow was trying to get Michael to, I guess, work things out with Sonny, but he's reluctant at this point. He ain't trying to hear it. And the spoiler said that he still ain't gonna be forgiven after everything comes out about Willow and Nina and everything. He still ain't gonna be so forgiving or whatever. I said something must gonna have to happen to bring them two together officially and everything. And Nina and Ava bond, and Ava tells Nina that she's moving out because Victor says she'll be able to get Windermere from Nicholas in the divorce and everything. I said, I don't know how that's gonna play out. I'm not sure how that is going to play out considering Nick already. Didn't he recently just get, well, not recently, it's been some years, ain't it? When he just got the place back from Valentine and everything. I was like, I don't know. But then again, he might try to get it to her for a split second, but we all know he always go back there. But yeah, she's trying to get the house and everything. And I was like, now what if he say he ain't giving it up? Then what you gonna do? But speaking of Nicholas, do y'all think that Esme baby is actually his? Then she just pop up pregnant. I was like, I wouldn't trust it. And then wasn't, I'm not sure that was a part of the plan with Ryan or whatever for her to get pregnant. So I don't know. I think she just popped up. I don't know. I just started watching, so I really don't know what all went down or how she did it or if this baby is actually Nicholas and everything. But he meets up with not Nicholas. How you gonna meet up with himself? Nicholas meets up with Alexis and he sees the vice and he tells her that he's the father of Esme baby and he has rights and he wanna know what his rights is and all this other stuff. And he just kept on talking about the baby and all this stuff. He tell anybody. He told Sonny that he was the father and everything. I said, so I wouldn't be shocked if the baby isn't his. He gonna spend all that time thinking the baby his. And then it's probably gonna come out that the baby actually isn't his or whatever. And Alexis is like, you keep talking about the baby, you might want to focus on the son you already got. And I was like, right. And basically he seemed like he ain't too pressed about trying to fix things with Spencer anymore. I said, well, he did sleep with his girlfriend, so you can't commit the act and then y'all this what happens is people they'll do you any kind of way. They'll hide it and then they'll get exposed for it. And then they try to set a time limit for how long you should be upset or whatever. So it's like, okay, I done told you what happened. I got it off my chest. Now it's your job to forgive me. No, it ain't. Folks forgive when they're ready to forgive, and that's what Nicholas doing. But Elizabeth checks on Terry because Brick passing and just everything that's going down at the hospital, and because now she got to take over everything now because they co-chiefs and everything. So I wonder who gonna get the job now. But Elizabeth is really on edge because she scared she going to jail. She just looking so guilty, and she keep trying to find out what Esme knows, but Esme keeps saying she don't know anything. She lost her memory. I said, I don't know. She kind of seemed like she did lose her memory, but at the same time, remember when she first got there and she would start busting out crying like Nell used to do out of nowhere and try to convince people that she was innocent. And she had people fooled for a long time. Not everybody, but most people fooled. And I was like, I don't know. She might actually not remember, or she know that regardless. It's like what Dante said. He said regardless if she remember or not, she still did the crimes. So I'm like, okay, I wonder if she got it in her head that if she pretend like she don't know, remember anything, it delays the process of her going to jail. But Dante and Jordan question Esme, but Esme says she still can't remember anything. So they end up talking to Elizabeth, and they want to talk to her about Esme, and she gets scared and everything. But they end up talking about, when Elizabeth, I think she was hit over the head or something like that. I only seen clips, so I don't really know. But then they was like, when you got to take, was the person pregnant and everything? And she was like, she didn't know because it was dark and everything. So then they was like, they trying to figure out where she been. So Finn is like, you might want to check Windermere, and they was like, they had already went to Windermere and everything. And so he over here snitching. He dry snitching. He don't know. Do he know that he's snitching? Do he know that Elizabeth was helping Nicholas or whatever? See, this how you miss stuff because you don't be watching like that. But yeah, he's like, start with Winterberry, and Elizabeth just looking so guilty or whatever. And I was like, shush, Finn, or whatever. But yeah, they finna go to Windermere and check and everything. But beforehand, I forgot to say this part. Dante said that he doesn't think Esme is the one doing it because you think about it. She's pregnant. She, I think they said 7 months pregnant. So she can't be attacking these people and stuff like that. I was like, I don't know now. It still is possible. Just don't underestimate people, especially no crazy person like her. Especially when she come from 2 crazy people. She extra. She like she triple crazy. She got both of them. She got 2 crazy parents. So she triple crazy or whatever. I wonder how everybody gonna react once they find out who her parents are. But yeah, beforehand Dante said he doesn't think it's her, but Jordan said we can't rule her out, and he said the best way to do that is to find out where she's been hiding. And I said, if Esme is faking, I wonder who will be the one to get her to talk and get it out of her. Because Spencer convinced she's faking and everything. He want her to pay for her crimes and everything. But I said, I don't know. I'm not too sure. But I wonder, because, Heather and Ryan was talking, and they was talking about having all 4 of them together. Am I counting that right? I think all 4 of them together, because it's Ryan, it's Heather, it's not Nell. What's this girl name? Esme and the baby. So that's 4 or whatever. He said 5. So it gotta be 5, ain't it? Because he also included Ava, so I think it was 5. But yeah, and she was talking like she finna get ready to try to make what they call it, induce labor or meet up with Esme or grab her or something. But they said I think next week they gonna start to suspect Heather or whatever. So I was like, okay, well, that's it for that. But Ryan did tell Heather to confess and turn herself in so that their daughter can go free. So we'll see. But yeah, next week's episode, they said they're gonna start to suspect Heather. I don't know what she gonna do. But yeah. Cause she still you already done got caught or whatever. So she trying to go back and get Jocelyn and everything. But that's it for this video. Y'all let me know what y'all thought of today's episode down below. Until next time, this is